everyone. I'm first gonna set up something for the demo real quick. 1 second. Ja, het werkt al. Ja. De clicker nodig. Ja, top. All right, so yes, well, I'm very happy to be here. It's really a large room, a lot of people, very exciting. So what I want to do today is to take you on a journey through the metaverse. First, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my own journey. Yeah, I'm the founder of BeamUp. We started that company 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago. But before that, I had a long period of being like a one-man army. During an internship in 2013, I worked at a company that had a tool for more interaction during presentations, during events. And I attended a lot of events. I saw a lot of boring PowerPoint presentations with a lot of text. In my spare time, I worked a lot with 3D modeling programs, also with a game engine. So I thought, how cool would it be to give your presentation using a 3D world, using a game engine? Yeah, I started Virtual Field, which later became Explain. I wanted to beat Prezi. I wanted to make like a 3D version of Prezi, basically. Yeah, that was a challenge. Of course, getting your own startup off the ground without any capital or network or experience, it's a challenge. Around beginning of 2019, I managed to convince Jorrit. So this is Jorrit. And there is Alex, so these are my both co-founders. Together with Jorrit, I changed the proposition from virtual events at a live, or virtual presentations during a live event to making the whole event virtual. When COVID happened, when COVID started in March 2020, a lot of people managed to find me because I was the guy telling everyone, like, okay, we're going to do events as avatars, and that's the future. Yeah, that changed a lot for me. And then, we started BeamUp in July 2020, and that's also where Alex came join us. So, yes, we're going to talk about the metaverse. I'm going to show you something, but what's the metaverse? Well, basically how I see it, it's like a future vision of an infrastructure and an ecosystem of all these interconnected virtual experiences, where you can jump from one virtual world to the other, and all your digital assets, all your clothing or your avatars or whatever you want to bring into the virtual world, you can transport it seamlessly or frictionlessly between all these different virtual worlds. And with BeamUp, we're creating our own platform called Your Open Metaverse, also known as YOM. There's a big difference with a lot of metaverse platforms nowadays. They are all like silos. They have their own platform where they try to bring as many users as possible there. You can buy plots of virtual land, and then you can do stuff there. Well, with Your Open Metaverse, we basically creating an infrastructure and a toolkit so that you, as a brand, as an artist, can make your own virtual world photorealistically or in your own style. In Unreal Engine, later also in Unity, that's also a big game engine. And you can make it accessible via your own domains and channels, so your own website or via your own video platforms. So, this is a little bit technical, but so you can make these photorealistic experiences that people can attend via phone, via your laptop, or with a VR headset through your own channels, and it's unlimited scalable. All right. Yeah, so what does that mean, the metaverse? Well, today you have a flat internet. Take, for instance, Spider-Man. You can go through all these different websites, you know, to see, like, if you want to buy, like, Spider-Man merchandise or want to buy a ticket for the movie, whatnot. So these are all flat experiences, basically. And the metaverse will be like a glass, like, bowl, or like these 3D worlds where you can step into. So, with this example, for instance, with Spider-Man, you know, you can visit this custom 3D website, you know, where you can go on missions, visit Peter's place with his Aunt Mary, go to the cinema or the fan shop. You can buy, like, assets, you know, like if you want to fly like Spider-Man, you know, use his so, and you can just fly through the city, make snapshots, you know, share that also on social media, or maybe you want to meet the real Spider-Man in 3D. So this is just an example of how this will change the internet, basically. So, and that's what we do at Yom. So we build immersive virtual spaces for brands, sport and entertainment, creators, communities. And in a completely decentralized way, so that the community that owns and governs this whole metaverse, instead of big tech pulling the strings. So these are just some example worlds of what we're creating. So that's Yom Tower, which will we'll do our first, like, big event, also with a DJ. So this is just an example of all the possibilities of creating your own experiences at the game engine level. So this is made in Unreal Engine. This is footage from a competition where a lot of artists got total freedom to. They were given, like, a rig of, like, a walking character, and all these artists made their own versions of this. Yeah, it is, you know, using these game engines, you know, you can create, like, photorealistic experiences or, like, cartoony. So this gives you a little bit of an impression. So this is another example. This is our CMO, Aragorn. He calls himself the Lord of the Metaverse. And this is his avatar, which we made with our partner Replica in Rotterdam. They make lifelike avatars. And so these lifelike avatars, if an artist wants to give, like, a performance, they can put on a motion capture suit. Which you also saw on the photo with Alex and Jorrit. I was in the Xsense motion capture suit, which is also a Dutch company. And then you can do whatever you want with your avatar, interact with the 3D world. So as I mentioned, you know, I want to take you on a journey through the metaverse. Well, we're still building with Jom. Can't wait to release our first products. But in January of this year, you know, I couldn't wait. I wanted to experience the metaverse, you know. I wanted to have, like, meet like-minded people that are also enthusiastic about this trend. So I just started this LinkedIn group called Metaverse Exploring. And every week, so since January of this year, every week we came together. We had all these keynotes of all these other, like, founders, CEOs of metaverse companies. I'm just gonna give you an impression of that. like one of the networking events.
Now, on a couple slides of free feature that I want for myself. So I think it's a tricky thing, right?
Yeah, it's a tricky thing. You mentioned it. I see Chelsea waiting and I saw that uploading it. So
We're also doing roundtable sessions.
Stefan, do you have a comment on that? I think in the beginning
we are making every optical avatars, like we have to say you have an NFT collection, but it's not workforce. We just make it compatible.
So yeah, feel welcome to join us. I see also a lot of people with T-shirts with like eager to explore or something on the back. So yeah, if you're eager to explore then or driven to explore, yeah, please join our group on LinkedIn. So now I just want to illustrate to you like how easy it is to get started. So I made a virtual room. So I just have one question. So who here has never joined like a meetup or an event as an avatar? Just raise your hand. I'm just curious. I guess a lot of people haven't done that before. Well, here's your chance. You can scan the QR code. So the room can only have like 30 people in it. So that's a limitation of Mozilla Hubs. This is not on Yom, by the way. This is Mozilla Hubs. But this is just to illustrate. And everyone in the audience can see how it looks like. So let's just 1 second. All right. Oh. I see a lot of people joining the room. That's awesome. All right, so I'm also going to join with my headset. So 1 second. Oh. So, all right. It takes a minute or so to load all the objects. So if you're already in the virtual room, you can go to the center area. All right. Oh, whoa. I thought the limit was 30, but it seems like 80 people already in the room, so all right. All right. Come on. Come on. I see the... Nice. Okay, it's taking a little bit more than I expected. Come on. Come on. No. I think it has some issues with amount of people in the room. So
Wow. All right.
like 70 people.
You thought 30 was the max?
Yeah, I think so. But
Okay.
it would be nice if I can join. But it has some issues.
Right.
But well, it illustrates already. I think.
As far as the demo's concerned, this was it, right?
Yeah. Well, I actually want to make a group selfie, but my headset has it keeps loading, so I don't know why. But
Okay,
maybe
well,
because
we
of the
have
amount of
a
people.
professional photographer who's taking your selfie for
Exactly.
you.
So, but yeah, you can show yourself your avatar here. Yeah, just. Well, this keeps on loading, so just that's no matter. Yeah.
Are you ready for some Q&A? Some
Yeah,
people
sure.
sending?
And also, yeah, just so this just illustrates like a lot of people they think of the metaverse like a VR headset. You know, you need a VR headset, and it's a lot of hassle. But you know, this is just via your phone. You know, like you can share an URL and you can socialize and meet people from all over the world. So that's
Thanks to
just how-
Mozilla, you can just do it on your phone, right?
Yeah. And imagine this, but then photorealistic. You know, that's what we're creating with Jon.
Cool.
All right.
All right, well, great job getting people at another conference during your talk. So
Exactly. Yeah.
if you want, you come back to this real universe if you want. A lot of people, a lot of questions.
All right.
Let's do a lot, so short answers,
Okay. Cool.
right? What about porn?
What about porn?
Yeah, that was the first question that someone asked.
Oh wow.
It was not a personal question.
Yeah. Well, in the metaverse, everything is possible, right? So if you have
Right.
really weird fetishes, you know, you can create your like ideal avatar wife. Or,
Awesome.
or-
Well, that was the
or-
way to get their attention.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
now
All
that
right,
they're
cool.
back,
Okay.
Niels Langerijs says, if Yom uses the Unreal Engine, how are you able to being discerning from Epic Games?
Yes. Well, basically, what we're creating, so this is an infrastructure and a toolkit. We're also creating this ecosystem with our own Yom token, also, and yeah. So a lot of brands that want to, create these experiences, they need help, So we have like a platform part and also an agency part, and ultimately we want to get more agencies connected to this
Right.
ecosystem that we're building.
And it is
but it's not only the technical, or I mean, you can create like a cool animation or a game in Unreal Engine, but to host it online and make it accessible via your own website, that's what we created.
Right.
Yeah.
Lena says, how much time in a day would you like to spend in the metaverse?
Well, I think, that's a tough question. But
1 hour?
I think 1 hour, 1 or 2 hours. Depends.
Back to front?
Sorry, what?
Back to front or over the entire day? Because
Yeah, so
30
say-
minutes in, you get a bit dizzy, right?
Yeah, I think like 1 hour and a half. That's the max for like an event or a meetup. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of people, I don't know why, are talking about pet pics of their avatars. That is a big thing within this community.
Okay.
So I guess the question is, I also saw your co-founder, you use Replica. Why do people try to look like themselves when they're in a virtual world?
Yeah. Well,
If you
that's-
can be anything, why would you be yourself?
I don't know. Maybe it's just vanity. I don't know. But I think it's also like it's really cool to see like the photorealism. To just for the techies, that's really like exciting. Like, whoa, you can't see the difference anymore. So that's like on a technical part, that's just awesome. But
Right.
Yeah, good question. Well, maybe. I think there's a lot of possibilities also for new kind of fashion, right? So I think that's also a cool way to express yourself in a new way.
Awesome. Well, there are so many questions. I'm sure that people will find you during the upcoming break.
Also, Alex is also here, so you can also.
We'll know where to find Alex, because we know what he looks like.
He has curly hair, so
Right.
the guy with the curly hair.
Awesome. Okay, well, Daniel van der Waals, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice, thank you.